advanced hydrogen. In my quest for other weird hydrogen producing phenomenon, I have been experimenting with classic Rodin coils. I've got two here wound in a specific way. Followed the patterns on YouTube, just pretty much wound them that way. Got them sitting one on top of another in between some of my modules. Anywho, I wanted to show you something. I got meters hooked up here. If I get this one, I'm getting like a resonating. The Roden is just sitting here. They're hooked up in parallel, and I've got on each one 2 windings, and I think I've got 18 iterations on each one. I'm not sure anymore, it's been a long time, but I'm pretty sure it's 30 gauge wire. It's double enamel coated magnetic wire, and I've got them done in the way that they're saying they do it on YouTube, where you have the space in between them, as you can see. Okay, so anyways, the phenomenon I've discovered is, I'm getting from anywhere from 500K to 3 gigahertz frequency, and I can get that, by checking it with my frequency counter. And I can also do this couple of steps you make in here inside these Velvins, where you can do the markers and you can figure out what it's doing. But this is a phenomenon I discovered. It's kind of interesting. I've got double neo magnets right here, N45s, real tough little beasts, and I use these for my fuel lines. Put the south on the fuel line, and you negatively, quote unquote, you south charge and negatively charge the fuel. Air is positively charged where it's north. Check this out. I'll pull the scope a little bit closer here. Hopefully you can see the scope. What I'm doing is, see the scope? Watch this when I run this magnet over. All I'm going to do is I'm just taking the magnet in my hand, and obviously it's gonna pull. See how? Okay, there's a pretty good magnetic field in here. See it? So I'm going to hold it in my hands so I don't lose it. And watch the scope. If I can get you going on the scope here, make shade it a little bit so you can see it better. Now watch this. Isn't that nuts? This is all I'm doing. Look at this. I'm just taking my hand over the top of the Rodin coils, and I'm just moving my hand back and forth. And it affects the frequencies. Look at that. Now if I pull my hand away and leave it alone, it's just fine. Let's get it to stretch out a bit here. Do it again. Isn't that cool? Now another thing I noticed too, which might get a kind of a kick out of, let's get this thing going over here, is I've got this thing set on millivolts, so it's 0.008 millivolts AC. For some reason it won't work on DC, but if I short out all 4 of these modules, just put my hand on it, short them out, which you see that the voltage drops. Watch, I'll take my hand off, it'll go up, and I'll put it back down, and it starts dropping. Isn't that wild? I have no idea why it does that. But anywho, it doesn't affect the frequency when I put my hand on and off it. See, it doesn't affect it at all. But it does affect it if I take this Neo and I put it over the top. Okay, so I'm putting it over the top. But get this, if I run it down the side, like up and down the side like this, see if I can get a good shot here. It doesn't do anything to it. Let me back off here, hang on, so you can see this better. There you go. Over the top, there it is, that's the top. And here's the side, nothing. All no matter which way around it. Okay? Alright. If I try to put it in between, which I can't really because the magnets grab, it's just grabbing it. If I put it in between, you can see I can get a little bit of weird thing going on there, see it? So anyways, alright, well, yeah, advanced hydrogen, playing with some other worldly weird things.
And finally, we have a gift for you that is tricks to reduce your electricity bill by at least 75%. And the way to complete energy independence, get rid of the monopoly of big energy, you will never have to pay for electricity. Method, amplify electricity to make output power greater than input power. See link in description. Thanks for watching.